Boom! Teach them! Always make sure the message reach them!
Live from Kingston, Jamaica, broadcasting around the world. You're watching the Teach Them YouTube show. Intellectual, yet stimulating. Fair, frank, and factual. And now,
broadcasting live.
We will broadcast
live. This is Extra Class, streaming to the world and beyond.
Hey, let's go.
You know, it's boom! Teach them! Always make sure the message reach them!
Live from Kingston, Jamaica, broadcasting around the world. You're watching the Teach Them YouTube show. Intellectual, yet stimulating. Fair, frank, and factual. And now,
broadcasting live.
We will broadcast
live. This is Extra Class, streaming to the world and beyond.
Hey, let's go.
You know, it's Teach Them, the #1 intellectual blogging panel on the YouTube channel.
Good night, everyone. Let me know if you're seeing me clearly. Let me know if you're hearing me clearly. If you're seeing and hearing me clearly, welcome to another episode of Extra Class, episode number 352. I trust that everybody who is in the hearing of my voice and seeing my face, your family, your friends, you are doing well. We'll bring in Scotty soon. She look choppy up on our screen. I'm not sure what I go on with our thing. I'm not sure what I go on my face either in a piece. Like one eye in my fire. I don't know what I go on. Yes, and come like when they throw salt on frock. You see me? I don't love it. You understand? That I go on right now. We are there, come to you and make sure you know that. So, let me see how you look at this. No, you don't look good.
I don't know why.
I don't know what go on either. You need to turn off and then sit there and now man, I'm not focus on the internet.
On the internet?
So hopefully balance soon. So,
hold on, let me sit on the connector.
Alright, so sort that out in the meantime, in the in between time. Auntie, remember me I hear your audio, so don't be rude.
I won't be.
Alright. Yeah, peeps. Before I proceed though, let me take this opportunity to ask the family for prayers for our family member, Tess. Tessreen. Her mommy is in the hospital, very sick. Like very, very sick. Concerningly so. And she is asking for prayers. So asking for your prayers, Teach. My mom is in a critical state at the moment. She's currently in the hospital on oxygen. She's unable to breathe on her own. We just recently found out that she has X. I'll not read that part, but it apparently has spread. So yeah. So for the I don't know if anyone has Tess direct link and you normally communicate with her. I think she's in the channel group as well. She hasn't been active. Yes, Scotty, you look cleaner now. She hasn't been active recently. She had some family stuff dealing with for a while. Some sad stuff again. So it has been rough on her and things. So yeah. Yep. So yeah, Scotty, let me say you look, you know. If you look like a beard. No. Say look like soap upon you, but it'll come in, look. Let's go and build, man. At least we are here. It sounds like you're far from the mic, though. See, it sounds like you're far from the mic.
You might direct it on your face.
I don't know your face, because I don't see it. My face, I see. But yeah, let me say me can say, okay, no problem. Say me can send you something in the meantime. So peeps, bear with me. I run a little bit behind time. I'm saying I can send the young lady a script and thing. What may I look for? Can't tell you it's nothing over here. So Google Docs. Oh yeah. Control. See? So big up to the ones, you know. I appreciate the patience. Manners and respect. Share that with. So 352. Save. What's your name again?
Girl.
Samba little girl. Alright, Scotty, not if you're adding a sound good, so I'm going to mute you for your time being. Auntie. What you say?
Out.
Eh?
Let me see something.
Oh, you talk to somebody. So here we go on. Turn off your computer and turn on it back and try to come back in our stream, see? Alright, peace. I'm going to go and run this until Scotty forward back. You understand what I say? Yeah, man, I don't go. I'm fire look to shine. Still need to start to look together. Yeah, peace. Big up for yourself for there. I have some things to talk about. As me I say, in truth is, I know what's going on with my face, man. My face is so clean and nice, so there are some bumper on some part. I don't know, man. I tell you, say, look like when them two salt and frack like. I don't like it. You see it? And thing. Scotty. Yeah, this look better. Introduce yourself. Tell the girl if you introduce herself, just skin off her teeth.
Good night, guys. I hope everyone is doing well enough. My prayers are with Tess and the family in this time. I hope all will be well. A little bit. The internet I give me a fight as usual. I don't know what I should do that seem to be punishing me.
And what happened to you? You look out of it.
I just been feeling a little bit under the weather from yesterday.
Oh.
I don't know.
Trouble in paradise.
What paradise? I don't know what you're talking about.
Okay, but just ask. Yeah, your internet good, you know. You look like a beard. I like it. Mad.
That's
Yeah, so we can go
I
so
get
now.
a finish paying for my sins.
Okay. It's not 351, it's at 352. Me listen me the way back. Empress Rosie, Empress Joan, big up yourself. Empress Jenny, if you get to watch, good night. See you soon. And thing. Yeah, man. So, yes, sis. I guess you see the script. There are some things to talk about. Some things that you will up on the script there. And let me see if I have this. Hold on there. I'm going to close this. And this. Oh, yeah, me find that.
The money can start work back properly?
Alright, it go and come. I'm worried, so one day it will go and don't come back. So if you see it now, see it actually good now. Like, very clean and clear. Come there and dig up my nose on the street. But sometimes, I not see, earlier I never did see nothing, but they do a thing. But alright. The Ministry of Health and Wellness forecasts further increases in COVID-19 cases. This according to Dr. Christopher Tufton. But he's saying that there's no need for a panic. I mean, anybody couldn't tell us the numbers are going to increase with the open up, especially over the Easter weekend and the amount of social interactions that took place over said weekend. I mean, it was, you know what I mean? So that's no surprise. So Health and Wellness Minister Dr. Christopher Tufton says while there are expectations for further increases, I just love that shot. I like that shot, you know. Increases in yeah, man, everything good, man. We use quote not high. In COVID-19 cases, it is predicted there will be a peak and a decline soon after. I wonder where the peak are going to reach. He was addressing Thursday's edition of the ministry's COVID Conversations virtual media conference that still keep. So Dr. Tufton says the medical team examining the trends do not expect a large increase in the rate of hospitalizations from the virus. I mean, well, that is good. He says while hospitalizations remain low, the government is not likely to resume harsh anti-COVID-19 restrictions. It would be very hard to do that too. You understand? Because the ass done gone through the gate. So right now we're late. You understand? I run the 4-cylinder like V8. But he says with the country's vaccination rate remaining low, there is need for concern. Of course, there will be that need, but I don't know. People them not deal with the vaccine thing. So I don't know what going on. You see? Social media win them. It's true. You don't see it. I think. Yeah. So that, but we knew sis, we have had many conversations about same that there will
There would be a small
invariably be an increase in the numbers in a week or so and things. So we'll watch and we hope that, despite the fact that we did see it already and know it happen, the numbers are very small. Fingers crossed. You understand? Because yes, yeah, the two across. So them look good things. As a matter of fact, you may ask if trouble in paradise and if you fix it, because rain will fall over a couple of days that coming up. You understand? And thing. Ireland to experience increased rainfall starting Sunday. This according to the Met Office. I hope you're not scheduling an interview for you to do next week. The Meteorological Service says the island will experience increased rainfall starting tomorrow. A trough across the eastern Caribbean is likely to generate unstable weather conditions, continuing into early next week. The forecast is for moderate to heavy showers and thunderstorms to affect sections of eastern and central parishes. Occasional gusty winds are likely in the vicinity of thunderstorms. So the Meteorological Service says fishers and other marine interests should exercise caution as sea conditions will deteriorate. So look, rain are going to fall, and here the problem with the look, like we need the rain, but you see the rain?
So then,
Yeah man, because it has been raining consistently for the past couple of days, weeks I suppose. So many parts are now experiencing ground saturation. So no infiltration can take place. So just low run off, and then we gully them and we streams them filled with debris and pollutants and all sort of jaja. As look rain drew, so I place them flood out. It might be wash over there. I wonder if other flood the Kevin Smith did that
I don't mind some rain though.
Yeah, eh?
I don't mind some rain.
Oh, you don't mind some rain?
If you call me and get me alright, yeah?
If you call me, alright. I just want to know, man. I just want to know say you're good. Yeah, so next thing we know that the indiscipline in our schools has been a thing for a long time. We have seen where since the resumption of face-to-face classes, the number of infractions between children, students, and in some cases adults have increased. We're also seeing where there has been now more public scrutiny on disputes between students and administration over grooming, whether it is uniform or it is hair or like it's becoming a thing. And we're seeing now where many people in the public domain, like, make the youth them wear whatever they want when you go to school. Make the youth them do whatever they want. Make this, you understand what I say? So, the record is there to show how I feel about these things. The school is the last bastion of hope for some semblance of discipline and instilling of values and morals within our children, as our homes, many of them are broken. The family structure is broken. The communities are broken. How they are socialized is in the gutters and the doldrums. And as such, the only institution that is still trying to instill some discipline and values is our schools. And we are so liberated now that everything trumps the child need for learn. As long as the child learn, nothing else no matter. And then we are the same people who a few years down the road will come and say that the system failed the youths them, whilst the system is still trying as best as possible despite the limited resources, despite operating at odds. Like, and I will not sit here and tell you that everything that administrations, school administrators across the country do is justified, and justifiably, However, if you have a situation where administrators and school principals and teachers are trying as best as possible to push back against the deluge of dysfunction that is now facing our country, like, uniforms are needed in my opinion. then I don't know. Zin? So the thing reach as far as parliament now, you know. Because I have seen politicians, as a matter, members of parliament on social media berating administrators for trying to uphold the rules that governs these institutions, you know. Because it is all in the name of appeasing the electorate and my constituents. So, oh, yeah, man, I did hear my MP a defend me, you know, because, you know, we are feeling, you know, fearful. I won't call on the name right now. I don't promise you no say before I stream that I won't call on the name, you know. But I won't call it right now. Ethics and deportment in schools spurs debate at parliamentary committee meeting. The issue of ethics and deportment in schools has spurred debate at the parliamentary committee considering the Jamaica Teaching Council JTC bill. So the long-standing topic of debate has been reignited by recent incidents involving students being locked out of school because of their uniforms and their styles. Making its submission to the committee reviewing the JTC bill on Thursday, the Ecumenical Education Committee ECC, which represents schools operated by churches and trusts, said it wanted to be given a say in the council's development of a code of ethics for teachers. You see, police, politicians, and pastor, me not trust them boy, they in a rude boy. No, never mind. So, head of the Anglican Church in Jamaica, Dr. Howard Gregory, said the church believes values are an important part of education. Of course it is. It's one of the tenets of education. You understand? None of them people here never do, because they never do go do nothing in education and in a course called the philosophy of education. They would understand. They need to go, so anybody down in ministry need to go study for the philosophy of education. Can you see them? No, we need to recognize that in our society today, as soon as you begin to talk about the specific values, there are those who oppose. There are issues of hairstyle and tattoos, and you wonder if persons want any particular discipline. No, they don't want that. But when they get into the workplace, they can't appear as they carry themselves in certain way. As a matter of fact, the discussion even gone further than that, because I've seen people on social media saying that, like, what tattoo have to do with my work? What this have to do with my work? What that have to do with my work? What piercing my nose and my eyelid and my tongue and my teeth have to do with my work? So I don't know. You understand? However, committee members then raised the matter of how teachers and school administrators have handled issues of students' behavior and deportment. Committee member Senator Natalie Campbell Rodriguez questioned whether the JTC bill should expressly state how such matters are handled when educators breach the ministry's guideline regarding treatment of students who commit dress code breaches. But that's attack how me feel. How you feel, teacher?
Get my stance for a very long time.
Yeah?
Since
That
week,
me,
get my stance.
where you say since me get your stance?
No man, since week I take mine.
Oh, you take your stance
Yeah,
since
man.
week.
Yeah man.
So how you take stance and me don't know about it?
Eh,
Eh,
then when me,
me no love that.
Anyway they want come, them come sir.
Anyway they want come, then come.
Yeah man.
But me not grow that way there.
Teacher. If they want cane rod, twist, flat, extension, battery rider, belly skin, back out a door, no book, no bag, come.
I know some grow here.
But it is that I am so frustrated by this thing. And my issue is this: the persons that have so much to say have never spent a day in these classrooms. The persons that bash and beat and I've never been in it. I've never been there. Never have these students to deal with daily, to mold, to make into better than what they are. Value added product we're trying to create. Yet still try to
Hold on,
take a
no,
stand.
sorry. Yeah, sorry about that. Go ahead.
Yeah, when we try to take a stance, when we try to say, all right, it's school you're coming. Look like a school you're coming. Behave like you're at school. We get bashed and we get beaten or we get sanctioned and we can lose them job. Then, sir, Right now, better I'm going to 2 cow and 2 goat and go for Jill Bandit. But grandma calling to run them down. Because it not make no sense to me.
You sound
So,
frustrated. Go
but
ahead.
teacher, when I youth come to school, in pants tight and tights,
Mm-hmm.
right? The ear, the trim off the 2 sided,
Mm-hmm.
right? And to show you how now no regard.
Have an
Even
ice
if you
cream
look
cone
at big
shave.
eye, teacher, him sponge the top. Who is you for telling don't sponge it? You know,
What do you mean
minister
sponge?
say,
I don't know what that means.
you have a little sponsor. Sir. You ever see, if you ever
Oh,
rat
me know
doodle,
what,
I
me know
say
what,
here
me
they
know
look.
what.
You look up
Okay.
to each piece look like one rat doodle.
Oh, and sponge.
I saw him sponge in ear, sir.
Oh.
You see style where the men in society, some of them, sorry, my apologies, take up where the pants they honor your bottom,
Mm-hmm.
where your bottom out the door.
Okay.
I say I use them one with them pants teacher.
Mm.
So you are telling me now in all fairness, sir. I say if you come to school,
Yes, that is what society says.
but then I saw me no school for be.
Mm.
And adhering to the rules of the school did not make me any worse.
Mm.
It actually made me a better person. So how is it that we are so right now? Me think of bad mind with bad mind.
I pressure you
I
then.
think we are robbing the youth of what they need. We got it, and we came out quite okay. But we are robbed them of it. Why? When you look on social media, every time they can hurry up. As a matter of fact, I go with some people to go with.
You'll be the social media thing. I don't really too engage you on social media, but when I take a thing too far against the profession, I go run away. You understand?
Teacher, until in a one classroom, with the 45 of them, 45 times 2 hours.
90.
And the 90 higher look for you. I know why you say nothing to me.
Mm.
And that's so much. Because, sir, we already have so much that we're battling within the school. And any given day you find knife, you find scissors. Don't be shocked if you find weed. You understand?
Drugs. Other drugs,
Fighting.
we soon come to the other drugs part.
Right now, teacher, it come like bad word, and then let me say them what?
Them language.
Them not know nothing else. Even in play, even in jest, that's what they use.
Your mother something, man, you know what thing.
So when you tie my hands, what do? I said to my principal, Miss, right now, anything else.
I don't think I will live by that still. No, anymore. I don't think I can live
Yes,
through that still.
anything. If they want plotty, if they want care, if they want twist right now, we have 3 pack of bread. If some youth want link me, you can get it to cooking extension.
You take it too far now, teacher.
Teacher, them take it too far.
You're going too far now, rude girl.
Them take it too far.
Yeah.
Alright, I hear what some people are saying. That if the child is of a more Caucasian descent, we wouldn't have a problem. That is not true.
Where they come from by that?
That is not true. The institution that I am at, that is not true. Whatever you hear be, is the same rule that governs everybody.
True
So
that.
it's not like we have a favoritism or we have a bias against a certain year. We don't. We are saying that, what is it? Give way the rules. What ministry can do is just give way the clear-cut rules, black and white. Don't leave any gray space. And then let us abide by it. Whatever them say, we're willing to work with it.
First thing is, I may go up on camera because I don't want them come after you. First thing is, I say, unmute you, say not here. First thing, you see, ministry, we need a ministry. That's the first thing. We have no direction, we have nothing at all. And the first thing ministry go and tell you, say, when something reach them, ministry accept the child back in a school. Like, that's it. So anything go on the parent, we are going ministry, and then you know a ministry thing. You understand? First thing, what they need for doing a ministry are top thief, taxpayers. The first thing what them need to do in the ministry is stop stealing taxpayers' money so the children then can benefit and get some resources, and the teachers them can have some resources to use in the administration of teaching and learning. You understand? The youth them can get some textbook, the youth them can get some good laptops. Some of the labs them, I must say methamphetamine lab them. Can you see? Me not even, you know, I keep my peace tonight, you know. I keep my peace. Go ahead. And then now next thing, I see the people them out on social media. If you did use in the school properly, you not chat certain crap. That's not a problem. You name stay in school. You not fear fool. Yeah,
I'm just frustrated. Like, I am just sick and tired of being tired of them. I would love to invite some of these persons that are talking into some of these classrooms that are cubicle size, and you want the fuck in there, and you have to govern this room, and the child must know that you are in charge of the room. I am not a dictator in my classroom. Me and my students have good conversation. We have downtime where we relax and have a good talk, and then but at the end of the day, it's me run my classroom. I would like to think that at the end of the day, administration runs the school. So when you go bash and beat, I think a better way would be call a meeting with the administration and make we figure out a way forward and say, all right, this is what we are working with. And have a spine man, have some backbone. Say this we are working with and stick by it. This is the deportment of the student. This is what the year should be. This is what the uniform should be. And stick with it. And stop bending over every time somebody come against what you say. Me not appreciate it. And we get beaten left, right, and center, sir. So better me leave it alone. As me tell you, cane will twist, flat, catch up in a 1, in a 2, 3, 4, 5. Whatever it is, come with it.
You can't leave it alone, man. As long as you're still in it, if you plan to leave it alone, leave everything alone. You understand? I know you have your bills you have to pay still, so I can't suggest that either. But come out of school where the thing, let's see me, see true I say.
Ridiculous.
Me no long talking. Watch out. I could add one more thing to it. We spoke about this to an extent last stream, but watch this. More students getting high in school. So what I know now, let me put myself, because I say I protect you. We spend a lot of time stating what administrators are do and what this are do and who not do what and what not. You understand? And the youth them, Scotty British, I get worse and worse by the day. National Coordinator of the Jamaica Constabulary Forces National Safe School Unit, Inspector Tanisha Johnson, says that the increased use of drugs by students is a serious cause of concern among the 174 school resource officers that she currently supervises. Johnson listed vaping and the use of Molly as worrying new trends that have made their way into the nation's schools. Vaping has become one of the more popular ways to consume both tobacco and marijuana. According to Johnson...
That's what's in it?
Eh?
That's what's in it?
I guess I can put whatever you want in there.
Okay.
I don't know. I've never actually held one in my hand to examine it.
I have held a few in my hand, sir.
You take them from the youth, them?
I have held a few in my hand.
Oh, I never take none from the youth, so I don't know. You understand? So vaping, we said that already. According to Johnson, students are coming up with creative ways to smuggle the products onto school compounds. Some of them use a spray tin, and the smell that comes from it is so sweet that you could easily pass it for a cologne, she said. 2 principals of corporate area high schools made similar comments. One of the headmasters said that in addition to vaping, some students are taking Molly, an exotic drug used mostly for psychoactive purposes. It was just the other day we had to convene a meeting with several parents because we had observed that the students are saying to be are saying to be a cool trend, the principal, let me read that. We have observed what the students are saying to be a cool trend. Okay, all right. The principal said. So Johnson also expressed concern about the reports of violence coming from the nation's schools and charged that many delinquent parents have used the challenges associated with the pandemic as an excuse for their inaction. With all the violence going on, there are so many parents still not interested in the well-being of their children, no matter how the school calls them. They need to face reality and stop hiding behind the COVID excuse. They are failing consistently, she said. Though the issue of violence in schools is not new, Johnson said that the situation has taken a different phenomenon, with greater influences coming from events in the children's communities. The community gangsters, they continue to recruit and slowly but surely it will be a pushback that will pose serious challenges. We are seeing children as early as 10, 11, and 12 years old being exposed to criminal influences. It is a challenge for us because although we have access to the children when they are at school, when they go back to their communities, it goes back to square one. We have all the programs in place. We go out and we do them, but when they go back to their communities, they go back to the socialization. It is always back and forth, she said. Johnson noted that in conversation with the children, up to 90% said they have no father. I'll read that again.
That's true.
In conversation with the children, up to 90% said they have no father. Johnson appealed to parents and extended family members to play their part. I've said this many times. Most of the youths who may come across who have been deviant and delinquent have no fathers.
No father. It's either the father died early, died overall,
Right.
or was not there.
And they are
And
prison
majority
or not
of them-
take care of them.
And majority of them, the father would have died violently too.
Right.
That is the next thing. And even this week I was speaking to two boys because there was a fight. And I ended up so bad looking that as I walk out of the office, I right in I fight me. Afterwards I was speaking to them and both of them, I think one father died when he was 2 and one recently. Both of them, the father was gunned down and talking to the young man and teacher, the anger in them coming from that.
Oh, yeah?
Because in their
They
mind,
never get to the counseling.
yes, and in their mind, them need revenge.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
So the cycle continues.
Whoever killed them father, them
Need
feel
for
that
dead.
they need to. Thank you very much.
Uh,
So the no father thing, as likely as it might be said, it's really impactful on their lives.
yes, Sneaks, me get that in them, brother. There will always be exceptions. Me never really have no father like that either. He was there, not there, but there. You understand? Elsewhere. Zane and me never. You understand me? I mean, my uncle them boss we ask if we step out of line. So that was that too. So I mean, you understand? And thing. So there will be exception, but the truth is though, Nix, the father's presence in the home plays a significant role in the upbringing of children. That is just the hard, cold facts. So whilst you will have children who is mommy raised them and they turned out well, many of the youth them who delinquent and who are now becoming members of gangs, they didn't have that masculine figure in the house. You understand? So I understand what you answer still, because I have been exception to many rules too. So you know what I think.
Michael Brown in the comments, is that Michael Brown over Michael Brown?
And what make we see now? Your fan in my ears like in my ears. But it's alright, because me I hear
You know
but
me
just-
antagonist.
it just but it's alright. You need a AC.
Yeah, I like AC. Stop you.
Them sell a ATL from
Me no
half
know
a
where
tree
that
road.
is. I don't know
They
where
also
that
have coats
is.
on them place.
I do not know where that is. So since as you know,
Me have AC.
No, but I complain about my fan number than I is. Right now, I'm gonna put me as
Me
right
mute him and I can just there chat.
Brother, it rough. It don't look good. The future don't look good. Because if the body is not seed, it don't look good.
It that man.
What are we doing?
Mm.
Are we going to allow these children to go down the drain? It's a slippery slope. We're sliding down. What are we doing? I would want us to do something that makes sense
Yeah,
before we can do anything at all.
I soon talk to you, sis. Empress Janet Jones, yes, well, some of the fathers not necessary. Some fathers are gangsters. And the possibility, Miss Jones, that those fathers who are no gangsters did not have a father.
But sir, can I tell you
So just men's man a look up thing, Miss Jones.
the fathers that are gangsters.
Then you they're afraid of them.
Says when you
school.
go in a school and you make a one call, shuffle up quick and fast.
James man, what you gonna give her? Since I just sell AC. You see me I sell AC?
Oh, James wanna give be careful on it.
You know, you see me forget AC.
Oh yeah, of course.
No, because me have AC, I walk a dish out.
Are you have a ceiling?
So, what me I say now, sis, is that there are so many different issues to be treated with our children. Like, God bless teachers. All my colleagues out there who continue to fight the good fight, I'm proud of the ones them are. You understand? Big up on the nice self. You understand? More up on have look up, use phone up. The ladies them for them husband and the gents them for them wife when they go home, because it's rough out there. You have to be strong in a Gideon. You understand? And you have to be a soldier in the street. You can't be no police in the teaching right now. Unless you're a commissioner, you have to be a soldier. And you can't be no private or landscaper. You have to be some major general. And you understand what I say? Yeah, man. It's rough. You have to rank off high to survive out here. So. You understand? Because you know, so them a kick down real soldier road. You can't be private and then sitting around in a school park. Very rough. And as me say again, and some people will get up in their feelings again. Big up to all the female teachers them both here we are general. However, no man no left both here, no brother. And all them youth here roll as some man after you dealt with them, you know. Me I tell you, you know. The man them not stay in their teaching team because they can't feed them family. You see? So big up to the females them where I do the thing, but brother, if about 22,000 teachers in the profession, no, give or take a few hundred, see? And I would be surprised, Miss Scott, if of that 22,000, 5,000 males are still in the teaching profession.
True.
I would be very surprised.
Might be loose.
So, yeah. I don't know, man. Just like we need fathers in the homes, we need men in the classrooms. And they can't take care of them family in the classroom, brother. So what them I do? Most of the man them can either gonna do their own business or then gone up Uncle Sam or
Somewhere.
Auntie Elizabeth place or up a Maple Leaf side can teach. Hell, even Cayman and them place there and Turks and BVI and them place there, you understand? Enough of my batchmate them from college will still teach the man them. I know Jamaica them they teach. Enough of the man them from batch 170 from Michael. Not teach. And the last good batch of male teachers that we make, you know.
That's so full of it. Oh, no, that's
Yo, Judge, I lie, I tell you still, but the pickings get smaller and smaller each year still.
it does.
It's rough. So for the people them out there who are major and minor talk about picnic and something, who not see them a pop Mali out here. You understand, and a vape and all of them sitting there and a gun on them. So what? Yes, James, but then means only one man. My head might be too small the head, you know, but means one man. You understand? So now make my head fool, you. We can only be one man, you know. You see it? So, we stay there go on major in our mind until the minor turn major. Turn did, you know. Watch out.
That's exactly what it's going to do.
Illegal firearms seized in Retrieve, St. James. We just run through these. So the police in St. James on Friday seized a Sig Sauer 9mm pistol with a magazine containing 16 9mm rounds of ammunition during an operation on Oil Mine Lane in Retrieve District Lane again. It is reported that about 1:30 p.m. A team was in the area when the cops saw a man whose actions arose their suspicion. On seeing the police, the man ran. The police team pursued the man and a search of the area was conducted and the illegal gun and ammunition was found. No one was arrested or one of the police them like, they're fast, man. And the police them. So what is Molly? Molly is I don't know if you would say a recreational drug that is used for I don't know what they use it for, but they use it. You understand? It's similar to what was the one before?
Ecstasy?
Ecstasy. So apparently it give you the same ecstasy type of vibe. So based on the writings that I've read. So I don't know. You understand? Me also hear say some people are using it as some form of aphrodisiac. And thing, yeah man, me say it kinda give a little kick the like.
Okay.
So I don't know. Because reports are that men have been using it to lure unsuspecting women. You understand? So you give it to them and them, I don't know, lose control of themselves and them surroundings and everything. So I don't know. Yeah. Man hands over firearm found on Brotherton Avenue in Kingston 13. So police are investigating the source of a Springfield Armory 9mm pistol with a magazine containing 16 rounds of ammunition, which was handed over to the Hunts Bay police by a man who was traveling along Brotherton Avenue, Kingston 13 on Friday, April 29th. So reports from the Hunts Bay police are that about 10:10 a.m., a man was traveling along the roadway when he saw the firearm on the road. The firearm was retrieved and taken to the station where the man handed it over to the police.
What? What is the problem?
Oh, the gun just reaching our road, sir.
Him see it, do you mean?
Yeah, me not say no see it. Me I say
He
how
drop
it
out of
reaches.
somebody waist, drop out of somebody bag, just drop out of something. And luckily this nice person found it and carried it in. Not just like,
Like the policewoman gun.
Police gun, exactly. And carry it in. You know, it's good that we have these citizens still around that they find these things and take them in.
I don't know, say gun just there in a road, so like, yeah, so much gun there, so gun can just in a road like.
It's like drop out in a road.
You walk past $1 in a road, because people don't pick up dollar, you know. You ever notice?
Them a fool.
Me not left it. You know, if you have $1 million of them, know how much money you have?
$1
$1 million. You understand? Them a fool. So I tell you. 4 arrested following gun seizure in Westmoreland. So 4 persons were taken into custody in Westmoreland on Thursday following the seizure of an illegal firearm and a number of rounds of ammunition. So the police were conducting an operation in the White House community when a house was searched. A Taurus 9mm pistol containing 3 rounds of ammunition was reportedly found. The 4 persons who were at the house are to be questioned. Yo, that rough, you know? Because you good as the house, I don't know nothing about gun in there, brother. And then creep up gun and that's why I don't got nobody here and I'm going to nobody in my yard, like, you know.
Imagine
I
you
drop
just
it. Like, come just go link and says,
you see the guy behind
next thing police come creep up car guard. Say, me know about gun.
If I don't go down, I'll be dead. And you don't have a clue. Then they say I feel.
We don't man. I tell you, it's always a friend, son. It's always a friend, son.
It's sad though, but it's true because it's just the same. You can be in a vehicle.
And then find and tap and
I'm
search
not in
it.
the vehicle, you don't know.
They say you have to know who you are going to road with. But yet sometimes you don't even know, you know, brother. You think you know, but you don't know, you know.
Exactly.
You just go road by yourself. And call it a day. You understand? See you for the way there. Trelawny sees rising lottery scamming and murders. So lottery scamming is reportedly on the rise in Trelawny. Superintendent Carlos Russell, commanding officer for the Trelawny Police Division disclosed that scamming is taking hold in the usually quiet farming communities, especially in southern Trelawny. So Superintendent Russell noted that more young people are gravitating towards scamming because they see it as a way of making fast cash and they see the flashy life that some of these scammers are living. So some of them want to be a part of that. They want to be choppers. However, he implored parents and other persons of influence to dissuade young people from getting involved in lottery scamming. Superintendent Russell said there was a significant increase in murders in Trelawny during the first 3 months of this year. So the parish recorded 15 murders compared to 4 during the same... Whoa! The parish recorded 15 murders compared to 4 during the same period last year. Whoa! That's 11 more murders, isn't it? 2 of the incidents were gang-related and resulted in 5 deaths. Some of the other murders were from domestic disputes. Superintendent Russell said there is now a lull in murders and he believes the police have the situation under control. I hope so. We have seen that since the past few weeks that the trend has been going down and we want to continue in that vein. And we believe that come the end of the year, we may not have a big reduction, but we will not go over by far either. Wow. 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 Wow.
That's crazy.
Crazy, man. So, yeah, look at good over, man. Me about one,
No,
you know.
sir. I take it to the Lord in prayer every time.
Take it to the Lord in prayer.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
Man van the Portland has sent me to.
Security guard and Oberman linked to ATM explosion in Portland. Alright, so your internet I get shaky again. But we still see, but you understand? So watch out, you know, so when the incident just happened and I did the video, you know, there were a number of comments. I said, yo, the man got rich now and this and that. I mean, I said, then you're assuming that he was not a part of the reason.
My problem.
Right. Like, I had to ask a few people about that. You understand? Because they don't know the thing and we are, oh, he got rich now. Scotia have got pay $1 million. A security guard who is attached to a prominent company. I don't even know how many dig we find out which company it is.
Which company?
Because easy thing that you know, but brother, 2 minutes to United here, man. To a prominent security company is in custody in connection to an explosion at a Scotiabank. Well, I don't know the story there, see? But so the police in Portland is expected to hit him with multiple charges, including fraud. The security has given a statement confessing to the crimes. Squad, you know, between me and you is like, you know, me do that something else. You know, me have some of my cheese, man. I don't know if you couldn't squeeze that thing for you, you know what I mean? The guard has reportedly confessed to stealing money intended for the ATM over several years. Man is a career thief. The ATM was destroyed a few days before an audit was to take place.
Oh.
So it's like, you know, so because if they do the audit, they might realize that the ATM tampered with or something. The man just blew up that.
Because that's what I was going to say. Why didn't he just continue doing what he was doing?
The man a blow up him probably. You understand? That's a man's solution.
No work out there.
The guard was injured during the fire, which was lit using gasoline. See? The fire caused an AC unit to explode, and the security guard has reportedly told police that part of the reason he stole millions of dollars was to pay an Oberman who was pressuring him for money.
When I buy his story, it's too wicked about the other.
Man, Oberman I watch an Oberman and stand there.
Nature, but I don't put Oberman.
Well, you don't know that.
The Oberman should have seen this come and tell him.
Him probably never see it. See him if you tell him, that I mean. Because they're not upon no good terms, like.
Okay.
It's not even saying God Oberman is a problem, you know. Watch your ride. The guard reportedly says he had consulted the Oberman in order to ensure a reconciliation with his ex-girlfriend. Mama got the goods. The dog go and back he walk. You understand? So man, the Oberman the dog link.
Like that.
You understand the man I say, I forget her
I
back.
forget it back.
You understand? So your man link over man. I mean, I don't know if he can get it back still. But say, the older man I say, yo, he might want some more money, it look like, and it's like him decide say, what? I don't know if I get it back, older man I say, I may keep on together in my G, so here we go on. It's a monthly fee, you know. You understand? So I want you Shuban. So him been 8 years me I pay for that.
Like him though. The ex there must be a good man.
I tell us the goods got the goods, man. My man got the goods, and I say,
Must be a real good man.
teach, check your phone. Okay.
That him a
Big up yourself, Rosie. Then I don't know know things, man. Yeah,
Rosie, whenever you not try to get back.
Eh? Wait, so
No,
whatever.
I know Rosie come from Portland.
Yeah, man, Rosie come from Portland, man.
Rosie, talk to me. Are you not try to get back? Talk to Auntie. Because I don't know.
Talk to if you have a problem in your love affair, talk to Janet Sinclair.
You know, if you have problems in your marriage, you can talk to me.
Talk to you. Yes, so boy, the security company which the guard is attached to has launched a major internal investigation. You see it? So the guard received cuts, burns, a broken leg, and other injuries, including bun. He was found in an incinerator at the back of the bag. You have to take bad things but joke, you know, because I say, Rosie's your follower. Eh?
Rosie, what do you mean if you love you, Rosie? Me ask if I you. Because if I you, I don't want to have a little conversation. Because maybe this man left me when I want to get back.
But you know, if I am like Ober man, I mean as a police, I look, I just want to know which police I Ober him to. Don't look for me, boy. I owe you, man. You know me? You understand? Every police I say come over here. I mean, I got no lock up with you, brother. You understand? So me I say, so them I look for Ober man. And I say Ober man is on the run. You understand? So I don't know where he has run to. You understand? But if me a Ober man, first thing, because this is the thing. I say people that got Ober man for look riches. And the Ober man poor, you know.
Where you have an Ober man to look?
Then it's just like say, alright. So yes, because you have some people say I'm a financial advisor. Then you can't advise me financially if you ask for brother. Then we are going to advise me say. You understand? Some people say them a counselor and a counselor for a relationship. And then can't keep a good relationship. Like, then I don't understand how that works. How that work? Or you only have strength in my relationship. And my relationship strength you have. Okay. Alright. You understand? Or Ober man make I get rich. Then no Ober man poor. If me I go to an Ober man to make me, he must be the richest Ober man that ever lived. You understand? Then me not know still. See? And thing. Me say Ober man I'll make police like that. If me Ober man the police can lock me up.
Why you won't catch me? Come here, see me come.
I don't only see him come here and Ober him.
You say moment he might look for you. Yeah, get you.
Yeah, I just want to know his name and brother, one Ober man. You understand? You have seen do and yard and afraid for go there. Because I look like a hole.
Yeah, that's bad things with life. You see bad. When I lose in life, the time I pay over your man to get back over. He was funny.
You see Miss Fool? You understand? A mind man.
Everybody missing love of his life. Yeah,
love of his life. No, I'm not saying no love the Empress. I don't say no love the Empress, but try to get the Empress in a conventional way family. Get her back. If you're wrong, you understand what I say? You plead your cause. Plead my cause, oh Jah. You understand?
Ober man help him.
Ober man help him. I'm going to say some police I look for you, Ober man. But if me want no police can look for me. That me I tell them. I say squad you better load that to them. You don't see him. So, no way I do you.
Hey, God. Bad people they are world for China.
Mad like shadbits.
Bad people they are world for China.
Alright, sis, I will tell you, they're bad like a shad, man. But what man?
Millions in a pay over, man.
But you know, say millions of man thief from the ATM over years, man.
It's alright now. We have to get 2 different color flags put up in our yard and see what can go on. You know what, consult me.
No, miss.
Think about it.
No. No.
You don't make you come. But that's at the half price.
Nah, man, I'm a good man. I'll take it to the Lord in prayer.
Yeah, try to start a business and you have my friend that's support
No,
me.
you have to start sensible business.
And you fi support me and then you come for the channel and tell me, say, you know, say, my girlfriend did leave me and me cancel Scotty and she come back.
Okay.
Yeah,
So may I testify?
yeah.
Then now I get a testimony there. Teeth start drop up your head.
What
Me
people
have
there
to go buy too much cloth because I made it bigger. So, by the time we done buy cloth, we broke. Alright, we can move on. Because I don't come here to waste time. You know? You understand? I take back people business get laugh. See? Enough cloth me need for up my head, man.
I think that's it, brother, you're going to pauperize my
Me can't. By the time I done buy cloth, I broke. I forgot to raise the Wobia fee. Yeah. Major ganja bust in Clarendon. Yo, it's smuggler. They had a rough week.
Excuse me. What do you mean the money about your free? Where you say
You know, I mean, I don't know. I'm telling
the
you.
job was rough this week.
It was a rough week at the office. 876J said I will supply the candles. like some of the candles when they didn't find a scam of their house. Candle of prosperity. Candle of make police leave me alone. Candle of making them can't see me. And they can't get away to the 876J. And they can't get away them.
You are candle well, don't go that be well.
Yes. Or candle of wealth.
Wealth and good health. It's alright.
Yes, I mean, I say, it's smuggler, they had a rough week at the office, man. Major ganja bust in Clarendon. So earlier, well, it was that day, but so officers from the Marine Police Division seized over 1,000 pounds of ganja during an operation along the Portland Bight coastal area in Clarendon. In the week, I think that was probably Thursday, if memory serves me correctly. The substance, which was valued at US 1.7 million or approximately 255 million Jamaican dollars, you know, they do well with just a 55 million and for that 255. I don't want the whole lot, just give me 55 million. As a matter of fact, you what, just give me 5 million.
No pressure them.
I'm going to put in one stock on the stock market and spin it.
No pressure them.
And it was the second major drug bust this week. So according to reports, shortly after midday, cops conducted an operation in an area known as Colon Bay. That bay there is not a good bay. Which is heavily covered by mangroves. The sign was on the wall, so it's not a good place. During a search, several white knitted bags were found hidden among the mangroves. So a closer inspection revealed that the bags contained smaller parcels of ganja weighing 1,714 pounds in total. No arrest was made. You know how long it take the ganja to grow and process and put it in a knitted bag and then say, rough $250 million that in Scotty, 55 million. But even so, teach, you don't count the money yet. Yeah man, the money don't count. Empress Jones, I'm gonna tell you how much. Don't move. It never reached to right now. So cash seized in Western Jamaica narco operation total $600 million. Sister just cash that to them fine. Remember saying cocaine where they find value, you know.
My street money.
At 75 to 80 million dollars, and I think I did say 88 first, but I think them run it up. I don't know how it reached what this. Some people have said it.
I'm boy.
You know, see a picture where they say your money stuff, your money share up.
It's funny, but not gonna lie.
The stash of cash seized by the security forces during a series of narcotics related operations in Western Jamaica has totaled US 3.8 million and Canadian $30,000 or nearly 600 million Jamaican dollars, law enforcement sources have revealed. Me tell you, man, they have a rough week. Centric Records, which one are you talking about? The 600 million? No, man, so watch this. So the drug, the street value for the drug was 75 to 80 million Jamaican dollars. But the stash of cash for them find in foreign currency was 3.8 million US and 30,000 Canadian, which is approximately 600 million Jamaican dollars.
Money for money that in a bag?
I don't know what you mean, brother. The figures were confirmed after 2 days of counting by police investigators. The details were submitted to Police Commissioner General Anthony Anderson, whose office is handling media inquiries about the case, sources disclosed. So, Council Senior Superintendent Stephanie Lindsay, head of the police's corporate communications unit, went unanswered. So, the cash was found allegedly at a house owned by a man who is well known in Western Jamaica. According to sources briefed on the multi-agency investigation, trying to piece together the owners and the source of the money. His connection to the cash is unclear. Sources revealed, noting that the probe is still at an early stage. The police were led to the house after they intercepted a car being driven by a 46-year-old businessman in Coral Gardens, Montego Bay, St. James. He was allegedly transporting 11 kilograms of cocaine with a street value of US 500,000 or approximately 75 million Jamaican dollars. A 29-year-old female bartender was arrested in White House, Westmoreland, after she was held allegedly with a quantity of ganja during one of several secondary operations. So that operation, you had branches from that and things. So me tell us it was a rough week, man. You understand? Imagine you run your business and in one day you lose $600 million. It's a rough week. What do you mean? You understand?
It's a whole heap of cash, lad.
So the person who is on the run, who the police, because he was an extradition order was sent for him back in the days, you know.
Oh.
But it was not honored. Because when the matter went to court, the court ruled that he should not have been extradited. Right. So, but they said they don't know his link to this money at this moment, you know. But a female was apparent to them fine. Then me I tell you what you're saying, and then you want me tell you lie? I can't tell you what I don't know.
That's a lot of money though.
Watch you know. Watch you know. Can I look like say a jokesy thing, you know. British Virgin Islands Prime Minister arrested on drug charges in Miami. I was spread out there. I like no, hold on. Hold on. I can't know that I'm spread out.
Rough week indeed. Rough week indeed.
So
I
imagine,
thought they had a bad week, but
imagine a year. Jamaica premier arrested on drug charges in Miami. No, just imagine it. Like
oh, Lord. But I saw it, I was like, what?
Brother, me have to go read it for myself. Because when me hear me, I say, nah man, this can't show. Is that stunt? Premier of the British Virgin Islands, Andrew Faye, F-A-H-I-E, Andrew G name to you know. Yeah. Andrew, we just call him Andrew, was arrested in the United States on charges related to drugs trafficking and money laundering. UK Foreign Secretary Liz Truss said she was appalled by the serious allegations.
Me too.
This arrest demonstrates the importance of the recently concluded Commission of Inquiry, said. So the BVI, the British so Truss said BVI Governor John Rankin would outline next step. Long story short, let me find the part I want to find. Yes, I realize this will be shocking news for our people in the territory, and I would call for calm at this time. Deputy Premier Natalia Wheatley, I was our next Wheatley, this is now acting Premier. So Faye, or Andrew, and Olenvine Maynard, Managing Director of the BVI Sport Authority, were taken into custody by DEA at Miami Operational Executive Airport. No, Miami Upper Local Executive Airport. How many of you know one airport name, sir? According to the report, the two officials were arrested after they met with undercover DEA agents posing as cocaine traffickers to check out an alleged shipment of US $700,000 in cash on an airplane that they believe was destined for the BVI. The man, them do the work themselves.
Yeah, it's not a big airport. Not
Oh,
big airport like Miami or
Miami.
Fort Lauderdale. One of them like Pennsylvania. It can be something like that.
Okay. The DEA agents are reportedly posing as members of the Mexican Sinaloa cartel.
Then
Andrew and Maynard were reportedly in Miami for a cruise convention. Went to the airport Thursday morning to see the alleged load of cash after DEA agents told them that the money was a payoff for allowing the cartel's future cocaine loads to be transported through the BVI territory to the United States. The dog did it, I'm sure.
And you never know.
Him a fool.
Them trick him.
He might not do heavy lifting himself. Innocent.
Him not trust nobody.
I don't trust people. They buy my car cash. Me even not trust vehicle. Hear me no youth.
Rough week indeed.
Yo, it has been a rough week, man. I'm gonna tell you, man. British woman found dead in St. Andrew. You're saying something, sis.
No, I was saying right now they need a week off. Take a rest, because it's a rough week. Then take a whole week from
They need to go out of bath.
Go wash out.
Watch out, my son. But on a serious note, though, like you hear me there joking,
It's a good look.
how many guns made these interceptions may have prevented from coming into the island? How many lives may have been saved inadvertently, indirectly? You see, Pri? Yeah. British woman found dead in St. Andrew. So the St. Andrew Central Police are probing the murder of a foreign national earlier on Monday. The body of 29-year-old Safia Jamelia Davy, a resident of the United Kingdom, was found at a property on Garden Avenue in St. Andrew. So reporters were informed that the body was discovered by the co-owner of the property in a bathroom, laying face down in a pool of blood. No motive has been established for the killing. Triple murder in Bedward Gardens. So gunmen allegedly shot dead 3 men in Bedward Gardens near August Town, St. Andrew this morning. The deceased, whose identities have not, well, I guess their identities have been published since, but at the time of this article, they were reportedly coming from a party just before 5 a.m. when they were attacked. Police are investigating. Something. Yes, Javon, big up to the ones in a Rebellious Boutique. That is the story I was asking you about. Okay. I don't know nothing else about it. Empress Boutique. And things. So that is all I never even did do no investigation to find out. But like I thought it was the one where the 4 people were stabbed to death in the UK. I thought that was the one that you were asking about, Jams. I thought the murder rate was going down. It probably, means they stop. You understand? But I understand what you're saying, Kevin, but, you have spikes, I guess, I don't know. Mm-hmm. Now, speaking about murders and trials and these things, jurors being urged to show up for court. Enough trial now get on the way because the jurors have not got court.
You ever get called for that?
Then my phone, then not the number.
Then I'm going to write you.
I know I write there, right? My mess a bit cheeky. No, I have not been.
Okay.
I'm hope they don't call me to you, I have it, I'm busy. I sell black soap or incense.
That's my problem now.
You ever get called?
No, sir.
Would you like to be called?
It's not a matter that I would like to be called.
But if you are called, you would go.
I would go.
Say no go long. You're going to say me a top you.
Why that sound so? I don't like how that
What you mean that sound? You complain to me now go. Then if you want to go, you go. I have never been called. I would go, man. It's a part of your civic duty. I hope some financial situation. As in, like, it's a financial crime or that, you understand? I can't bother with the foolishness. Eh?
No one call if them a try nobody from ministry.
No, that case of them prejudice already. They can't go do that.
Can't come for that.
Because they know something
Yes.
always a beat the ministry.
Yes, so maybe submit the
Submit
number here to
here.
the company. Leave me alone.
So jurors being urged to show for court. You understand? Jurors them busy. So the court administration division is appealing to Jamaicans to play their part in the administration of justice by showing up for jury duty. So reports from the division indicate low juror turnout, specifically in the parishes of Kingston and St. Andrew, St. James, Clarendon, and St. Catherine and Whole Country that, which have resumed jury trials because they were mostly bench trials recently. It's just a judge.
Okay.
Yeah, as a matter of fact, the Chief Justice has been advocating for that of late. He was chastised publicly for suggesting the same. Say we should do away with jury trials.
Fine.
Because nobody not concerned
Nobody
on a
not
jury.
sure.
So the jury pool apparently has been dwindling
Shallow.
and nobody. Yeah, I don't know. But you can be arrested for not turning off a jury duty, right? As you can be
Okay.
charged.
Okay.
I suspect I did a video about that one time. I probably do so much video in the past and I don't remember I think when I do video upon. Yeah man, but alright, say you are called. You can write back to them saying that you will be unavailable because XYZ. But not doing that and not turning up, you can be
Can't
brought in front of the court, yes. I'll probably check if I did that video. If not, I'll probably put it on my to-do list and teach them. You see? So jurors are selected from all parishes and the number selected will vary depending on the number of matters before the court.
Okay.
So Director of Client Services, Communications and Information at the division, Kedisha Fletcher, said while the turnout has been low, the courts have been able to empanel and proceed with matters set for jury trials. While this is the case, we continue to encourage persons who have been selected to go to the respective courts to which they were summoned, Fletcher said. So jury duty remains an important part of the system of justice in Jamaica. And Fletcher said this means that accused persons where the legislation does not prescribe otherwise have their matters determined by a jury of their peers. A jury is comprised of ordinary Jamaicans who hear the evidence in court and determine the person's guilt or innocence. A matter that is to be heard by a jury cannot proceed without jurors, and this is why jury duty is important, she said. In Jamaica, the Jury Duty Act stipulates who qualifies to serve. Any Jamaican living in the country between ages of 17, ages of 18 and 69, who has a tax registration number, me not got it, or is registered to vote, neither, can be selected by jury duty. Right now, we just in there, all of them sit there. Jury duty presents the opportunity for persons to learn about the court system. No, we can learn about the court system outside of that still. But
Stop saying that.
What you mean? What you mean? Me don't need a jury duty
Go
to
serve.
learn.
Go
What do you mean go to
serve and
serve?
learn.
Okay.
Serve and learn. Come on,
Serve
man.
and
Stop
learn.
it.
Jury duty presents the opportunity for persons to learn about the court system and
Yes.
help their fellow citizens get justice, she said.
All right.
So the division is responsible for issuing summons to persons for jury duty. So summons are issued to the police for distribution to selected citizens who are expected to report to the court specified in the summons on the date stipulated. It serves to restructure the institutional framework through which the administrative services are provided to the courts and further strengthens judicial independence. You understand? Yes, your name right on the voters list. Yes, Scotty, put him in his place.
Of course, you need to turn up for jury duty.
Yeah,
Yeah, if you're
that would-
someone, turn up.
So Neek said that would give the judges too much power. But Neeks, some accused request a bench trial, you know.
Why?
I couldn't tell you why, but some of them do. They only want a judge only. I don't know if they think that they stand a better chance with just one head amends the thing. I don't know, versus all other people. But you have people who request a bench trial versus a jury trial. It is something that can be requested. So yeah. So and one of the things I think while the Chief Justice was advocating for bench trials to become more dominant in the dispensation of justice is that because of the whole jury situation, it would speed up some of these cases.
Okay.
So I know. But some people weren't pleased. So, I don't know. I mean, juries find people guilty or innocent too. And people innocent guilty and things. So I don't like say jury trial foolproof neither. You understand?
Mhm.
But Justice Justice Sykes advocating judge trial. Yeah man, bench trial. I think there's an article in the Wild that was addressed, well, articles because it was a big thing. You understand? And many people were saying, I know. Now speaking about the court system, watch a style here. You remember when Tesha Miller was accused of making false declaration to immigration, and he was tried and found $100?
$100.
Alright. Don't move. Watch a style here. Fishermen fined $4 for illegal.
Meh.
Yeah, one of them I tell us it's bad man is your teeth in public this.
My apologies. I sincerely apologize. She did. She would not be pleased.
If you're sure you're innocent, a bench trial is the way to go. Fishermen fined $4 for illegal fishing. Then me not go do some illegal fishing. Me have some $4 about the place, you know.
May I pay $4 and go back and see
Me I can find $20 5 fishing trip that you know. You know,
You know how much money I'm making a trip? Fish hour, $1,500 per pound?
all day you have fish nicks.
I'm paying the fine and go back
Just walk
tomorrow.
with me $20.
I say no all this.
They say you're on a
give
whole
them-
of $4. You know, so me have 4 more trips for take
Give them my
on.
bills. Let's give them my bills. That's, you know me.
I'll
about
cover
the
half
bills
it
I
in.
week.
Yo, a Mickey Mouse, yo, I tell you, I don't even patty shack. You can't buy a patty around here. I'm want to put some respect on patty shack. About $1,000 for one patty and cocoa bread. Look on my face.
I like the other day, I see Mama with $500. And she
Same
want
one patty and cocoa bread.
chicken patty.
Jerk chicken patty at that. Hold on, jerk chicken patty at that with 5 bills.
Yes.
And
So
one
two
cocoa
jerk
bread.
chicken patty and one cocoa bread with 5 bits. We laugh her to start. And that baby going to get her one patty and a cocoa bread.
Anything better than nothing, or prize. No, not in this case, sir. A joke business
$4?
this.
Let me tell you something, I give them $100 and tell them, listen.
Me soon the next season.
That's
Me soon the next season. Yeah, man. You link me.
ridiculous.
Yeah, man. People need to help. Alright, uprise, you last me. I'm not sure exactly what you said. See? And this serves to show you that. So what about the police record? What you mean, Gaza Star? What we are talking about? Because that kind of not seem like what we are talking about, you know. Watch us this. We have long said that there are some laws, some Mickey Mouse laws on the books in this country.
They're so old.
See? Archaic, antiquated, medieval, you find the adjective.
$4?
$4. 2 fishermen, $8 they make. 2 fishermen were...
Hold on, Mr. Williams. When you take into consideration the electricity that was used, the judge time, all of these things, and
The person
$4,
we type on this, what you call that?
what do you mean?
The person there.
I don't even know.
We are record. A Hansard, you call the person? I'm not sure. You understand? Plus, the judge have to get paid now. The clerk of court have to get paid now.
Fisherman laugh after them, teacher.
And the police, when arrest them, man, they must feel like a suck out bag juice.
They must feel like fool. After me arrest you and $4 you pay.
Wait, so for them women man good. I don't know, for them women man is the justice system, bro, and the laws that we have.
Yeah,
You understand?
the police in a good self arrest you and feel so good. He's doing what his job description and do what he's supposed to do. And $4 you pay.
2 fishermen were fined $4 in the Kingston and St. Andrew Parish Court on Tuesday for illegally fishing in the Port Royal Fairway last month. Right now, man, them good as out there fish again. The men, John Fang and Paul Saunders, pleaded guilty to fishing in the fairway, which is illegal under the harbor rules of 1971. According to court documents, on March 18 at 7:30 a.m., Marine police patrolling the Port Royal waters observed a red, white, and blue 28-foot fiberglass fishing canoe with the men on board. Saunders and Fang were reportedly casting their nets, near the cruise ship pier and were cautioned separately for the offense and arrested. While being cautioned, Fang stated, "Officer, they're gonna have a chance. I'm making money some fish."
And I'm not looking your friend.
Fisherman give them friend what they got. It's fish the man fish. The man can't get yam. The man not fish yam. The man a fish fish.
No, me no want no two fisherman.
You understand? I mean, they take up a parrot, you know. You see? The man say, "Officer, beg you a chance." I make
Oh boy.
TJ, your donation site too complicated. All you need is a Cash App email address. I wanted to say Cash App not really work so easily at Jamaica, you know, Father Kevin. I mean, to look into it. I mean, understand, say, it kind of complicated still. See, but people use it, man, and give me some of their money, like, some I don't know. But I'm working, I look at Zelle, I think that's what them call it, because somebody had the Cash App situation conversation with me earlier in the week, too. I think you have to have an American bank account, and some American, because the money route through an American bank. So then me leave your yard, but me I go see how it go. You understand? Because see, Father Kevin then dunk some of my money in the coffers there and in there, but I dunk it like. And the fisherman must be happy that the police didn't take his fish.
Yeah, the fine fish more valuable than when pay for the fine.
Yeah, man. But
some
son,
fish are $1,500 a pound.
When fish reach $1,500 a pound?
Yeah.
From
Easter?
$700, $800 what year?
Easter, fish reach $1,500.
So you tell me, say, if fish price double up, 100% increase?
Yeah, fish
Then me
reach
no want no
$1,500.
more. Then don't forget money from buy fish for $1,500 a pound.
I think where we buy fish is 12 or 13, something like that.
Seriously?
Mm-hmm.
Well, we used to buy fish then.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not buying no more fish then. They don't forget it from.
Ah boy, we can't buy them.
1 pound of fish or 2 fish in a brother.
So
When
in
me
some
buy
cases,
fish.
but some cases when we buy fish, 1 pound of fish or 1 fish.
Right, sometimes, yeah, true.
Exactly.
Me not got it. But we could continue. But Saunders appeared more confrontational, saying, "Officer, I go on if you go in and stop and tap text set for fisherman and go look for gunman." After hearing the statements, Senior Parish Judge Lauren Cole Montague advised the men that she would have to impose the maximum under Section 14, subsection B of the Harbour Rules of 1971 fine for breaching the Harbour Act of 1874. The Harbour Act of when? 1874. 1874 are the day after slavery abolition. Slavery abolished 1838. And 1870 is the next day that you brother.
Hey, next year. No, sir.
Alright, that's not true still. But you don't get to me, I say it's a long time.
And the
Set up
maximum is the $4.
Set up something, teach. Different things. Zell is good. Okay. I'll look into it further. Right. Big up yourself and Father Kennedy. Give thanks. $4 enough money them time did. I true you talking to see people TV. I never even look for it that way there. I true back in the night in 1874. $4 enough money for true.
$4 only for money. You know, you don't have to pay.
Good have to go sell your penny them for find the $4. Oh, good teach. For really, I would love to donate to your program. Please fix yourself because I'm in the US. Alright, the amazing Johnson. Give thanks. I know people out there want to give me some of their money and I'm out there all this money in the road, you know.
Yeah, Ainsley Lewis asking a good question. What is the minimum fine?
$2. I don't know, I'm just saying. Watch out. Make I read. The act is very old. Well, the act is a very old act. I mean, I did not know that. Thanks for telling me. You are fined $4 or 5 days. No, I tell you, a bigger quote and the judge said, Chef will lock me up after that. Come on, go so and laugh. I tell you the truth. Then I say, Your Honor, then
and that you really
that
can't
makes
be
sense. Watch out. Let me read this again. Over there. The act is you are fined $4 or 5 days imprisonment. You can probably leave a change for the government. You can probably leave a change for the government, Cole Montague told the men, who could hardly hide their surprise. Saunders, the captain of the vessel, told the court that he had recently been in dialogue with the National Planning and Environmental Agency, NEPA, the Coast Guard, and the Caribbean Maritime Institute to have the laws changed, which would allow him fishing in the fairway, but to no avail. The fairway, the channel, and the reef, we can't fish there. Where fishermen going to fish then? Out at sea, brother. The same place where them call the fairway is my fishing ground. And me a fish there from 1974. From me a 8-year-old, and the grounds don't change, he bemoaned. Advising that he should take his concern to Parliament, Cole Montague said, I understand your frustration, you know. Let me tell you what is wrong with this country. We don't put our representatives to work. We don't, for example, organize ourselves to say, all right, we're a group of fishermen who are disgruntled. Let us form an organization. Let us form a body and let us lobby, and we can lobby with the MP. Out there, so as a body, we approach DEPA and try to have our voices heard. But because you have been doing something for a long time without being caught does not make it less criminal, Cole Montague said. Yeah, if the judge catch up on a broke day, dog.
Peter just catch up on a broke day, you walk out there, quote us and pick up $4 put on cost.
Yo, $4 out of door if it's true, in the parking lot.
No, lead. You have find more $4.
Eh.
And you might find out $5.
I don't know, we have to just step back this Joseph there. Yo!
I don't know. Because that just don't make the sense. The maximum fine is $4. Kevin said, pay the $4 and continue fishing.
Man fined $110,000 for a false declaration on passport application. So a man was fined a total of $110,000 for presenting false information on his passport application when he appeared before the Kingston and St. Andrew Parish Court on Tuesday. Michael Campbell pleaded guilty to making a false declaration on a passport application form and obtaining a passport by means of a false document. Now, court documents reveal that the National Intelligence Bureau Immigration Investigation Unit found discrepancies with the application Campbell made for the renewal of his passport. Preliminary checks of the passport consultation system shows that Campbell submitted an application to the agency through the Jamaican consulate in Toronto, Canada for a passport renewal, which was issued to him in September of 2007 as a first-time applicant. This application was supported by a birth certificate. The system also showed another passport bearing the name of Ricardo Alfonso Smart, appearing to be the same as Campbell's. Smart's passport was issued in March of 2003. Further examination of the file showed that Campbell's identity was previously confirmed by his sister. She identified the images from the current application in the name of Michael Isaiah Campbell and the previous application in the name of Ricardo Alfonso Smart to be that of her brother. Campbell returned to the island on Monday, April 18, 2020, and indicated he was prepared to attend a police interview. He was interviewed on Thursday, April 21st, and was later arrested. So the court would impose fines at this time. Fines totaling $110,000. Are you in a position to deal with that today, sir? Said Senior Parish, the same judge, Empress Montague, Cole Montague. Yes, Your Honor, Campbell responded. Very good. For making a declaration, you are fined $50,000 or 6 months imprisonment. In relation to obtaining a passport by means of forged documents, you are fined $60,000 or 9 months imprisonment, the judge advised him. Well, that is $109,960. No, $109,996 more than
efficient.
the next dog they run our pass road, so yeah, sir. No, we spoke about this a little bit last time. Nita Robertson doubles down on defense of Privy Council. Now, Queen's Council, man, and one next thing, let me ask. So if we no longer have the Queen of Head of State, the Queen's Council, them, this will be regular law, you know? So what going to the QC? Because we don't got Privy Council no more, so we don't Queen. What going to happen? So is that why Madam Queen's Counsel, I said, if it, well, I don't know, I let her ask. Attorney at law Valerie Nita Robertson has doubled down on her position that Jamaica should not, at this time, abandon the United Kingdom Privy Council for the Caribbean Court of Justice, saying that there first need to be total trust that the regional court will adjudicate on matters without cultural, social, and political biases. Nita Robertson, a Queen's Counsel, advanced her position in a column sent to the Jamaica Observer and published in the paper just over 2 weeks after the Privy Council upheld the appeal of her client, Lesence Edwards, a former cop who was in 2013 sentenced to life in prison for the murder of his girlfriend. Oh, it was his girlfriend, not his wife. Immediately after the Privy Council ruling, Nita Robertson had praised the decision with a post on her Twitter page saying, "Justice lives. Justice delivered for an innocent man by the Privy Council. It is heartrending that the land of your birth did not. Long live the Privy Council." The tweet reignited a long-running and passionate debate on whether Jamaica should retain the Privy Council as the country's final court of appeal or join the 4 Caribbean states that are now using the CCJ to determine criminal matters. It also put her at odds with opposition People's National Party, for which she was a candidate in the 2020 general election, and which strongly advocates Jamaica moving to the CCJ. So as I did tell you last time, is that the PNP's position is that right. Nita Robertson in her column noted that proponents of the CCJ have advanced only 2 arguments. First, that the CCJ will complete the cycle of independence as we shed ourselves of our colonial past, which includes our reliance upon the British judges, which they view as a judicial symbol of colonialism. And second, that the court will provide greater access to justice as people will be able to take matters to a final court at a much reduced cost if they are aggrieved by the decision of the local court, and they can do so without having to apply for a visa. Pointing out that there is no question that the intellectual capacity of judges locally throughout the Caribbean and at the CCJ compares favorably with judges elsewhere in the world, Nita Robertson advised caution in moving to the CCJ. Firstly, we must be careful that as Jamaica moves towards abolition of the Privy Council, that this is based on the trust and confidence we have in the CCJ to deliver justice, and is not based upon any benefit or advantage to any political position or to advancing a particular government for political reasons, she argued. We need to be confident that our political disputes are not going to be adjudicated within our region by people who are influenced by the cultural peculiarities, social and class biases which so affect us in our small space, as those are not considerations which should affect or even determine justice. Long story short, she said, Privy Council are a thing there. You understand? Where you think there? May I ask you a question?
I have no response.
Oh, I have a crush on teach them. Sis.
I have a crush on you.
I know me, man. I you, man. But when I did see first, I said teacher, I said, I'm really
I practice already, look at
I give thanks. You understand? Auntie,
Good
but
night,
me-
I have a crush on you to love. Whoever you are, wherever you are.
QC turn CC, I guess. The problem is not so much the dependency for the Queen to deliver fair just, but the lack of confidence in the CCJ.
In the
Well,
CCJ.
I suppose. Yeah.
I think that's where the major issue would lie.
Yeah, but I still want to know what happened to Queen's Council. They
No,
ask,
no,
man.
would that be that?
Huh?
Then there would not be that. I would they still be.
So then Lily down people them things, you know. Because Queen's Council is a status thing, you know, brother.
It is.
Is it? So we've been talking about the Bail Act for a long time. They said that legislation has been drafted for an amendment of same. So amended Bail Act coming very shortly. So Minister of Justice Delroy Chuck has informed that a bill to amend the Bail Act is to be tabled in Parliament shortly. I thought that the bill was tabled already. The Commissioner as in the police commissioner, is concerned about people on bail who are accused of perpetrating crimes. Very shortly, in a matter of weeks, there will be a new Bail Act which will address some of the concerns of the police, Chuck informed. The Bail Act informs that a bail denotes provisional release of accused on a criminal case on which trial is pending and the court is yet to announce a judgment. Superintendent Carlos Russell is in charge of the Trelawny Police Division, echoed the expressed views that based on evidence from surveillance, criminals on bail persist in committing nefarious acts. The police is aware that persons arrested and charged for various crimes and who are on bail are on our radar as persons of interest in relation to criminal offences. I would not want to give names, but we are aware of their nefarious activities, Russell informed. Now, in an interview earlier this year, another high-ranking member of the Jamaica Constabulary Force, Deputy Commissioner Fitz Bailey, had expressed a view in relation to bail for persons who are arrested and charged for certain crimes, noting abnormal trends as justification for a review of the legislation. The types of violence we are experiencing in Jamaica is not normal. When we have these kinds of extraordinary situations, there is a requirement for extraordinary response, Bailey remarked. The legislative process should be so framed that persons charged for certain kinds of crime should remain in custody while awaiting trial. The system of trial should be swift to ensure an accused's rights are protected. True, there has been a spate of drive-by shootings across the island which have resulted in multiple killings, including of innocent persons who happen to be in the vicinity of a targeted individual. Gunmen have also been murdering women and children in targeted attacks. 2 weeks ago, National Under-17 football representative Omar Leng, who also played for St. Andrew Technical High School and Cavalier Soccer Club, was chased and shot to death along Charles Street in the vicinity of Orange Street in Kingston. Now, a response was also sought from the Director of Public Prosecutions, Paula Llewellyn, about amending the Bail Act, but she kept her cards close to her chest, saying, "I think prudence obliges me to decline comment on this issue." Attorney Linton Gordon is of the view that all persons arrested and charged for crimes are entitled to bail. All citizens arrested and charged for crimes are presumed innocent until a court finds them guilty. To keep a person in custody while awaiting trial would be short-circuiting the justice system, Gordon expressed. His sentiments were shared by children's advocate Diane Gordon Harrison, who said that accused persons, especially children, are entitled to bail. When a child is arrested and charged for any crime, they should be afforded bail. Bail is a legal right for all children. Children should only be detained in extreme circumstances, she said. We do not have enough space to keep children in custody. It is a very expensive situation, Gordon Harrison expounded. The child's educational rights have to be protected. The psychosocial needs have to be considered, plus a host of other conditions. Keeping a child in custody should only happen in extreme circumstances. The police have long said that many men who have been arrested or who were arrested and charged for murders and shootings have caused the deaths of people who are supposed witnesses in the crimes that them did commit before. You understand? So, yeah. And the flip side of that is that the Constitution says that once you're arrested, you are entitled to applying for bail in front of the courts. So then there's that. So there are two contending views on that. Yeah. So, I don't know. Let's see. So their amendments are incoming. So let's see. Let us see. Do you understand me? As in, so yeah. Still no lawyers confirmed for a pastor on rape charge and the co-accused. The St. James-based pastor was charged with the... Say again?
No, I'm saying which case then?
Okay, now read it until I know. The St. James-based pastor was charged with the rape of a teenage girl along with his wife, Keamy Rose, and the girl's mother have still not settled their legal representation, which they are expected to do when they return to court on July 28th. Although the three defendants had been expected to confirm who their lawyers will be, The St. James Circuit Court was told on Wednesday that the trio had still not finished getting lawyers to represent them. As a result, the case was set for a further mention on July 28th, and the defendants had their bail extended to that date. Prior to the defendants need to settle legal representation, Jason Rose was represented by attorney Tamika Spencer Anderson. Keemy Rose's lawyer was Adrian Days, and Martin Thomas was the lawyer for the complainant's mother, whose name is being withheld to protect the minor's identity. Wednesday's mention of the case marks the 5th time the trio have appeared in the St. James Circuit Court since the matter was first heard there on October 6, 2021, with subsequent appearances on October 14th, December 8th, and January 31st this year. However, there have been few details released in regard to the in-camera matter, since the 3 defendants had the case transferred from the St. James Parish Court to the Circuit Court on September 27, 2021. Aside from Jason Rose's rape charge, all 3 defendants are charged with attempting to pervert the course of justice. In the case against Jason Rose on May 28, 2021, the complainant, who was 15 at the time, reported that she had been raped by the pastor on his church's compound, where she had gone to use the facility's internet for an educational project. Following the pastor's arrest and charge, Keemy Rose and the girl's mother were arrested and charged with attempting to pervert the course of justice and breaching the Child Care and Protection Act. The allegation regarding the 2 female accused are that on June 10, 2021, the victim and her mother visited the office of the Jamaica Constabulary Force's Center for the Investigation of Sexual Offences and Child Abuse, SOCA, with the purpose of giving a statement to the police that the child's initial rape accusation against the pastor was not true. While being interviewed by the police in the presence of a Child Protection and Family Services Agency representative, the complainant reportedly explained that she was being forced to give the second statement by her mother, the accused pastor, and the pastor's wife in order for the case to be dropped. The complainant's mother was arrested on that day, and Keemy Rose was arrested the following day. You tell about them church people and them pastors, you see? Jason Rose's first appearance before the court on June 14, 2021, where he was offered bail in the sum of $300,000 on the rape charge. However, he was remanded on June 16 in relation to an additional charge of perverting the court of justice, which the women were also charged with when they first appeared in court on that day. All 3 defendants were denied bail at that time regarding the perversion of the justice charge, out of concern that they would interfere with the complainant. A gag order was also imposed on the court by presiding Parish Judge Sasha Ashley concerning the case's details. So, your child go to church for do her schoolwork. Pastor rape your child. Child said pastor is arrested, and you and your pastor wife and your pastor plan up to carry the girl, go police go tell them say the pastor never rape her. Then it's not a mother that is a mother woman. Look, you see, some children suffer so much at the hands of church leaders in this country, and their parents cover it up because of them pastor. And not only their parents, the church cover up enough things the pastors do because of them pastor. You see me? Some people are more forgiving of their pastors than their wives and husbands.
We always talk about conditional justice. That if somebody feel, then you don't want it applied.
Man, I tell you, man. Yes, Rasta Judge. You know, I saw an article I forgot to script where a teenager was shot after a mole and for one soldier gun.
Where?
Somewhere in a town side.
But I
don't know man hold on the soldier then guns from over there. Every time they do it, somebody get shot. So I don't understand. I don't know what's going on. You understand? I don't know what's going on.
I don't know what's going on overall.
Why is this thing in street rough? I'm not think about the street these days, you know. I just go work and come in back on my yard, you know. You understand? Because I say, the road bumpy.
But
2x4 in all of them head. I will teach them I will teach them the style. Boy, I don't know, you know. I'm simply put TV. I couldn't tell her, bro.
Yeah, hold on, Pam.
More soldiers shoot people after soldier get kicked. I don't think soldiers just up willy-nilly shoot people, so but the man them just you can't hold on the soldier gun still. I don't think that's safe.
But that don't make no sense.
You understand? So, you know, sure enough for that Kevin. You see it? But boy, Scotty, you find a talking to me is all 3 stream, you know, brother. Like, there are some people have some conversation where now you want to say fully. I saw you fan so I mean.
So it's fun at
That's my data. Man, don't be in your house, you know.
Stop the foolishness. Sure. You don't say you love me, please. Come on,
You ever sit up yet? So if you're afraid of sitting
you now walk a look for the pee. You walk a look for the pee?
well, they come like one fine, you know.
I mean, yourself, you know where you live, but I don't take up me to look up. Those what bag.
Don't be no one here. Next thing you make, don't be follow you come here.
Leave me alone.
Yo, boy, I see Kevin Smith in the house. Boy, I see, I don't know ya, man. Like me tell yourself, in all honesty, like me not normally one of the first thing I do when I get up in the mornings is read the papers. I haven't been doing that. Like I just can't deal, man.
It will put a damper on your day.
I just Scotty free though.
No, put him in a friend.
I just can't deal. You understand? It is, and there are so many other things that happen throughout the course of the week that we're not even talk about. You understand? Cause you know what I think of and think, yeah, I don't know. But me I cut to this still, cause my name plan for come spread no better tonight, you know. You understand?
Yeah,
man. And thing. So I spend some time with the youth man and thing. And thing. I walk baby boy. They walk over the place. Baby boy. I tell you say my baby boy.
What you want to say?
Yeah man, baby boy.
Yeah.
I be call him so. Yeah, we call him so. It is that. Yeah, so that's how we place and thing. So yeah, peeps. 12 noon. Tomorrow. Agent Sasko part 2. Zane and thing. And Tuesday, Munga. Tuesday, Munga, don't. I wish interview we post. I'm not even sure who comes Sunday. I think I probably might kill us. But no, next week, Tuesday.
Sunday?
A June and Demos. Yeah, man. And me check and see, because there are so many interviews I don't even know. I have to check and see. You understand? And then it may a rough for me. I mean?
Yeah, me a rough now.
Yeah, the rough month.
Tomorrow first.
Thanks to Scotty British.
What did I do?
Scotty schedule interview every day a week.
That's not true. What a liar, wicked boy.
Then me say Scotty, I know me research over the interview.
Was it that most week is one interview yeah?
I lie, every week is 2 interviews. For me. Every week.
Okay. No cooking, me not leaving my house. I mean, I don't pay for the stay.
Cookie, she can't come here next time. I tell her she can't up come on my yard. Unless she light her matchstick them and drop them up so.
Now I leak you up bad up so.
Yeah man, they over there fool. Can I run from police? If me over man run from no police. So squaddy, Lloyd, you know, safe.
You know what you know.
Eh. And think. Peace, big up on yourself, as we said. And Rosie did say I'm gonna make it tomorrow. At noon, but you know what I think. So Agent Sasko part 2 tomorrow, Sunday service, on the walk with the collection. You understand? On a offering. We have to pick up collection. Yeah.
The convention.
So a Sunday service, man, you know what I think, you can't go a Sunday service and drop your offering. Give what Murphy say? What Murphy said to you know remember that man give willingly. Somebody will tell me, no bro, I won't give I don't know what I talk about man, night church scene or Murphy and Oliver. Auntie, but peace, big up on yourself, Scotty, Edban, nice store.
You know, I got it from my African friend.
John, the Baptist.
Come on, 5 people then. Come on, 5 people then. Good night, guys. It was a pleasure being here.
Give generously. Yeah, man, give generously. Give generously. Yeah.
Yeah, it was a pleasure being here. See you guys again next Saturday. Have interview Saturday? Oh no.
And thing. Yeah, big up yourself, sis. You look nice and clean.
Right, I'm gonna find 2 interviews to put on 2 Saturday. Keep you occupied. And keep me and give you what trouble, you know? You realize?
What, raising my son? And spending time with my partner?
Me
What you
keep
mean?
out of trouble. The more work we give for do, I less likely you get in another trouble.
So me ain't that trouble and me not left me hard.
I don't know. It's you.
So me I said then me not spend time with my child.
Yeah, man. So
I'm
the
a child's
time
mother.
that you have, the free time that you have, that's what you'll do.
You know, me
If
go make
I
you do one
allow
at a
you
time.
to have too much free
I'm
time.
gonna start making for research for the interview, yeah.
If
When you
allow
when you gonna interview
too
an
much
artist?
free time,
When you gonna
Did I
interview
tell
an
you- Hold
artist?
on. Did I tell you who I want to interview?
Beres
Yeah.
or Shango?
Any one of the two will do.
Any one of the two will do.
Yes.
Remember, see, you said that in the public, you know.
Yeah,
So, if you interview, you could give me a talk, you know.
No, sir.
Okay, alright. Big up yourselves.
Yeah.
Peeps! Enjoy the rest of your weekend. You understand? You know, when people ain't gone out on Friday, Saturday night, Friday night, they're there almost, you know. You understand? I
No,
don't remember
Nix.
them,
Nix, me not give up in a Nix. I'm frustrated. Nix not giving up.
She
As I believe I make a difference. But I'm not frustrated.
She not grow some needs, so I don't even tell us that she not grow some.
Yeah,
You understand?
I'm just frustrated.
She just a friend. It was good being here. Ainsley, big up yourself and your family. Give thanks. Appreciate the support. You understand? Auntie. Enjoy the stream as usual. Blessings, Empress Jade. Appreciate that. Zane, I know I normally on Saturday night and I gone out to the bed, you know. So I give thanks for your support. You see? Auntie. Scott Cookie said take berries. Big up yourself, teach manners. Yeah, man, so soon at 12 tomorrow, make it a date and don't be late.
Alright, guys, good night.
Don't look for it. Get book for it. They're nice, see, man. Yeah, that's Nah, man, they're nice, man. Watch your ride.
The stream couldn't finish that, you know,
No, man, I've got the audio. Hear me voice on it. You start it through. Tell me so that not so nice. Peeps, big up on yourself. Walk good. Step with Jack. Safe travel upon the gravel. Out with the injure. Mad something.
You know, Bill about that.
But then we can't remember.
I like to tell you to do this.
Please do. Probably put it up. I'm not even put in the interview them for my calendar, you know. You see me? Yes, yeah, they are premiere tomorrow. I go watch a Bugatti.
Just stay troubling days, huh?
A day is always a fast food, but I'm not see, you know. I'm not see.
Good night, dears.
Anytime I
hope
defend
you enjoy the rest
myself.
of your night.
Anytime I defend myself with DS, yes, I'm a troublemaker. You
I'll
understand?
see you tomorrow, dears, okay?
Peace. Big up on yourself. My God. Mad something. How are this day? Oh, yes, sir. 1 part 2 with Saska. Let me just say tomorrow at 12.
Kaboom! Teach them! Always make sure the message reach them.
Live from Kingston, Jamaica, broadcasting around the world. You're watching the Teach Them YouTube show. Intellectual, yet stimulating. Fair, frank, and factual. And now,
Broadcasting live.
We will broadcast
live, this is Extra Class, streaming to the world and beyond.
Hey, let's go.
You know, it's Teach Them, the #1 intellectual blogging panel on the YouTube channel.